Hey guys! And we're back. We're just waiting for the congestion to die down a little bit. How's everybody doing today? Hi Calypso! Work is steady? That's good. Thank you, dear. I'm doing good. Oh, I'm doing really good. How are you doing today, though, Calypso? That's good. Yeah, I'm just a little... If I sound out of it, I woke up from a nap and immediately was just like trying to just move around. Let's see. Had to camp dry bone. I'm glad that you're having a good day though, Clip, so I hope your Sunday's nice and chill. Yeah, I'm in that post. Like, it's been a few hours since I woke up, but I'm still like, bleh. Just trying to get myself some wake up. Here we go. Alright. Hey, that's right, I can do this now. I can finally get on my own chocobo. I am no longer withheld into the running of the sprout. I can now ride a chocobo. Yeah, it was one of those time traveling naps where I woke up. I'm just like, where am I? Who am I? You met a Mars Saint. I thought I was gone for. What's that look for? I take it you've never seen a retainer on a hunting venture before? It's a regular part of my duty these days. Though I admit, I'm not very good at it. Oh my, is that who I think it is? Hello? Yes, she arrived in the nick. I'll return at once. I'm afraid I don't have time to stay and chat. Duty calls. But thank you again for saving my life. I wish I could reward you somehow, but I know. Go and tell Chichabi, my supervisor, how you helped me. You can find her at the Sapphire Exchange Avenue Exchange in Nolda. Be sure to pay a visit. Yeah, I hope your nap earlier was nice and good, Calypso. Let's see. Mount. What mount? I get to have my mounts back and I don't know which one to pick. Bring, 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 bing, bing. Hey, Pop-Tart! I got something for you, Pop-Tart. There you go, Pop-Tart. Ba-doom, 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 ba-boom. I love the fat cat. Look at this thing. It's a little loaf. It is a perfect little loaf. I wish that... There we go. Look at this perfect little loaf. It looks like the sound has been fixed for, the one thing. Apparently there was a lot of streamers who were having issues and it was showing that they were offline and their sounds just weren't working. Oh, I've had this mount forever. I actually have a few mounts, Spring. It's good to see you though. How are you doing tonight? Yeah, I actually have a few mounts from my main character. I have this funny buddy. I have this buddy right here. I have my curl. I have my griffin. I think we're gonna go ahead and go with this guy right now though. My little Carby. For those of you that don't know, there's going to be a Final Fantasy XIV update tomorrow on all worlds to fix something over on the Japanese server, so there's not going to be any stream tomorrow. I actually, on my main character, have a mount that I don't have over here because I won it. It was the biggest heart attack of my life. I got a mail notification that I had a message from Final Fantasy XIV moderators. And I said, oh no, what did I do? It turns out I had entered a I'd entered a competition and I actually won it, and I got the big fat chocobo mount that has the Pope hat. Stoic, hey buddy! How you doing? Greetings, miss. Is there aught you require? I know exactly of whom you speak. This is not the first incident. Mayhaps she lacks the fortitude to undertake ventures. Oh dear, I know that look. No one has informed you of our latest services, have they? In cooperation with the Adventurers Guild, we have established a new system through which retainers may be dispatched to procure items for their employers. Should you wish to avail yourself of this additional service, you will need to pay your retainers in advance for adventures, which are script issued by the Adventurers Guild. I gather you have none in your possession, so allow me to give you a token sum. Your retainers have received basic instructions in a variety of disciplines, but they want from experience. If you would like them to undertake anything more than the most menial tasks, you will need to furnish them with quality equipment and give them opportunities to hone their skills. So long as you bear that in mind, I should think you will not be disappointed. Alright, we can start sending them out. My day's going good. I kind of had a time travel nap today. But I think we all have those. What are you doing in that stoic? Do I want to know what that's about, stoic? How's your day going, though, stoic? The bud is still not here. There's Ida and Papa Emo. Oh, there's a stolen Ulian J. Welcome back, Memento. Lady Minfilia awaits you within. Welcome back. It seems you wasted no time in putting your skills to work. How do I know? Why, the recruitment officer called to regale me with the tale of your heroics. The pride in his voice was palpable. We Scions are truly fortunate to have you with us, Memento. Now then, when last we spoke, I said that I wanted you to meet some friends. Did I not? Well, I neglected to mention that you have already met. Tataru, please show them in. This way, sirs.
Thanks again for getting us out of that mess. We owe you our lives. But I don't think we've properly introduced ourselves. I'm Biggs.
And I'm...
Godsman, spit it out, will you?
Wedge at your service. I am pleased to say that Biggs and Wedge will be staying with us for a while. Magitech-driven contraptions such as airships grow ever more vital to the city-states of Eorzea. As a neutral party, it was judged that we Scions should serve as the keepers of this technology. Of course, for this we need the knowledge of experts, and so we requested the assistance of Garland Ironworks, who very kindly sent us two of their finest engineers. Our happy family continues to grow. On behalf of the Scions, I bid you welcome to the Waking Sands. Like every soul here, I love Eorzea, and I count myself blessed to be given a chance to stand with you all and fight for the future of the realm. Never have I known such fulfillment, such happiness.
Alright, this is the quest I've been waiting for, Silver, to be able to go to Bard.
Having set aside the formalities, we have a favor to ask of you. Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have conducted a study at the behest of the Order of the Twin Adder. Papalimo, Ida, a synopsis if you would.
Our task was to survey the behavior of the Sylphs, a beast tribe indigenous to the Twelveswood.
Oh, how to describe them. They look like gisselcreens, floating ones, that worship the primal Ramu.
Ahem. Though technically a beast tribe, Sylphs are blessed with a comparatively personable demeanor, conducive to peaceful communication.
Offering us an invaluable opportunity to learn what the beast tribes know of the primals.
While Ramu's existence is well documented, the Sylphs do not, or perhaps cannot, summon the primal any longer, insofar as can be ascertained, until such time as we know. It would be unwise to assume that the threat posed by the primal has passed.
There y'all. I was checking to see why things were moving a little slow.
Which leaves Gridania with the added worry of not knowing what they should be worrying about.
In that regard, they are hardly alone. What we can say with absolute certainty is that Gridania has its hands full fending off Garuda, who, I need hardly remind you, is among the most savage and terrible of all known primals.
In short, it is essential that we approach the Sylphs in as diplomatic a manner as possible. Words and actions can be misconstrued. The only sure way to communicate our intentions is the echo. Winning the Sylphs' favor may well bring us a step closer to mitigating the threat of the primals. Will you help us? I am grateful.
Lovely. Well, as much as I'd like to help, I'm afraid I would be of little use to anyone in Gridania. a veritable babe in the woods. Ida and Papalimo, however, should be able to see the forest for the trees. Is that not so, Minfilia?
Oh God. Happy Father's Day, everybody, from Thancred and his dad jokes.
Indeed. You are willing?
Leave it to me.
Us, Ida, us!
I love that little bouncing parakeet you have there, Stoic. That's cute. We know far too little about the Sylphs to lay any worthwhile plans. We must call upon the Scions once more if we are to... beg pardon. It is a terrible habit of mine to think aloud. But tell me, what brings you to the Adder's Nest? Well, if it isn't Private May reporting for duty, that's the zeal I like to see from an enterprising young serpent. Good evening, Commander. Sorry to disappoint you, but other business brings us here today. Ida and Papayamo, always a pleasure to see the two of you. My men tell me you are on the quest... You quest in the name of the Scions of late. Quite so, Commander. A little bird told us that the Twin Adder was in need of adventuring prowess. Aye, a little bird sings true. No doubt you've heard that we're investigating the Sylphs, that curious beast tribe that calls the depths of the Twelveswood home. The Sylphs are, for the most part, a peaceable bunch, much to the delight of the elder seeds here, who has no desire to see our people embroiled in yet another fruitless war. The Twin Adder is of the same mind, and 'tis precisely the reason that the Sylph's relation to the primal Ramu is raised a red flag of warning amongst our ranks. Friendly as they may appear, beastmen will be beastmen. Should there be even a sliver of a chance of summoning of the primal might disturb the balance between Gridania and the Sylphic tribes, it is a possibility we cannot ignore. Better to be safe than sorry, indeed. I'm doing good, Pop-Tart. How are you? Do we strike at Ramu or leave the Sylphs to their own ways? That is the question. Yet I find myself lacking ample knowledge to arrive at an answer. Opinions abound within Gridania, but listen only to one's own is among the greatest mistake a commander can make. What is that emote, Stoic? That would be the future. That'd be my lovey silver crane, Stoic. Opinions abound within Gridania, but to listen to one's own is among the greatest mistakes a commander can make. I would hear from the other side, the Sylphs themselves, and seek an impartial party to serve as my liaison. Does where you Scions come in? But how are you doing today, Stoic? I love your little bouncing birdie. The Sylphs of Little Solace remain untempered and have held many a productive dialogue with our people. I would hear their candid thoughts on their tempered brethren. That said, I urge you to exercise due caution. Sylphic tradition and etiquette bear little resemblance to our own. It would not do to have any cross-cultural faux pas get in the way of a productive parley. En route to Little Solace, you will come upon a hawthorn hut. Our officer stationed there can enlighten you as to how to win the Sylph's favor. May our expedition be a worthwhile one. A friendly palaver with the Sylphs. This should be pleasant enough diversion. A hawthorn hut, was it? Why, I believe the ferry departing from Mushshore Pier should take us straight there. A friendly palaver indeed. I hope this will be straightforward as you say, Papima.
Hey, a wild ghastly.
See. Go over here. I should check something first. I just finished that. It says that the Sylph one is the mission I need to finish. Yep, there it is. A song of bards and bowmen. Well met, Memento. Would that we had the time for banter, but we're all up in arms here. Yet another Ixali dirigible has been spotted over the Tollswood, you see. Their reappearance calls to mind the Battle of Griffin Crossing. Well, I say battle, but most are agreed that massacre would be rather more apt. The Ixal that dealt us a crushing defeat that day. Right around this time of year it was, more than 2 decades past. A humiliating episode in our history, to be sure, but heavens forbid that we ever forget it. Failure is the finest, if not the kindest, of teachers. And few things drive a woman better than its sting. But do let's speak of cheerier matters. Perhaps you have already heard, but the renowned archer has recently returned to the Tolls with the one they call God's Bow. That's just a title, of course. His birth name is Jahantal, and he was once one of the gods' quiver. The man was a legend even then. There was no honor greater than being taken under his tutelage. But that's not all there is to him, mind you. Jahantal is also a skilled bard, one of the rare few capable of inspiring others to great feats through song. Upon learning that the god's bow had returned, dozens of us flocked to him in hopes of training under a legend, yours truly included. Alas, the meetings haven't unfolded quite as we had hoped. Jahantal has refused to teach each and every suitor that has approached him thus far. Though it should be mentioned that the topics he is reluctant to instruct us in do not include poetry and song. He seems exceedingly keen to teach us all about them. Some few of us were tempted to take him up on his offer, save that we have a nation to defend. Far be it from my intent to belittle all those bards out there, but I like my chances rather being charging into battle with a quiver than a harp. And here we are, hoping that transcendent mastery of the bow might be ours. By the sparkle in your eyes, I'd wager you have an interest in the self-same poetry and song. Come now. There's no call for shyness, and there is more to life than battle. If you would present yourself as a pupil to Jahantal, I know to his whereabouts.
I'm given to understand that he has made camp somewhere west of the quarry mill in the South Shroud. Jetnell is an agreeable sort of fellow, and should be willing to meet with you. Truth be told, I'm still holding out hope. If you could find a way into Jetnell's confidence, mayhap he can yet be persuaded to train us. I wish you the best of luck, friend. Good lord, that was wordy. Alright, that's over by Camp Tranquil. That's a distance.
But for those of you that weren't here, I'll go ahead and say it again. Tomorrow there will not be any stream. Final Fantasy XIV is going to be down for, it's going to be down for a little bit. Until about 1 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, something like that on Tuesday. So it's just going to be down for a wee bit of time. Alright, teach me your ways.
Ah, another guest. You are kind to pay me visit, young one. Dude, you look like one of the senior elves at Santa's workshop. And that gives us elderly folk more pleasure than the company of the young. Add to that a steaming pot of tea and the beauty of the 12's wood, and we could want for a little more. Ah, but the curl of your lip tells me that tea and scenery are not what you desire. You seek knowledge of archery, I take it, in which case I'm afraid I must disappoint you. Memento, was it? Yes, I'm Shahantel, the one they call the God's Bow, but that was another life. I have long cast aside my bones to taking a harp to my breast. For years I have lived as a bard, going wherever the wind blows, exulting in the beauty of creation through song. To be sure, I still have the eyes to recognize a promising archer when I see one, and you, young one, have promise. Keep your nose to the grindstone, and you may one day count yourself a virtuoso of the bow. Yet know that virtuosity is worthless without virtue. Aye, the words of a ballad of Vainglorious Fool tells us as much. You truly wish to remain and learn poetry and verse? Well. I must admit to being rather taken aback. In uncertain days such as these, there are few that would devote them time to song as opposed to more tangible endeavors. You intrigue me, young one. I find myself growing curious as to how the melodies of old might find expression through you. I do believe a certain friend of mine would be the self-same opinion. That would be a good place for us to begin. Listen well, Memento. There is a Moogle named Miqo'te who can oft be found wandering in areas situated east of here. I'd have you present yourself to him. Miqo'te is possessed of a discerning eye for talent. If he sees potential in you, I should be well satisfied that you indeed have the makings of a bard. Heed me, O passant athletic. Turn the other hourglass of time that we might gaze upon the battles of yore.
Hi, Dusky!
Companion.
I need Gisselgreens. I should go find... I need to go find Gissel Greens. Hey, cat trap. Fuck you. Good boy. I am taking on... As for how I'm doing, I am taking on a quest I've never done before. I have never ever done the Bard quest before. This is my first time being a Bard. Thank you, thank you. Hi, Mungo. Koopa. How could this have happened? This is just so embarrassing. I wonder the ages, Koopa. You understand what I'm saying, don't you? That's a rare talent, I'll allow. But you've caught me at a bad time, Koopa. Now be a good adventurer and show yourself out. Jahantel sent you? You should have said so sooner, Koopa. You do know that Jahantel's no ordinary bard, yes? His songs can salve your heart and strengthen your resolve. They can banish your fears and fill you with hope. And that's not even scratching the surface. Why, to hear him perform is like bathing in sunbeams, Koopa. I've asked, begged, and pled more times than I care to count for Gentiles to stay and sing in the forest. Only now he has deigned to set foot here again, but he's refusing to sing for us. That's such a blatant breach of promise, Koopa. But what's this? Why, you're being resonates with the chord similar to Gentiles. Perhaps even identical, Koopa. By the 12, this means that things may yet turn out as planned. Or you might even have it in you to surpass the man. And that's saying a lot, Koopa. Egad, your coming has me so excited my predicament nigh escaped my mind. There's a charm I had meant to give Chantel. You see, but it was stolen as I napped, Koopa. I roused just in time to espy the thief, and attempted to give chase. Alas, drowsiness robbed me of my balance, and I was delayed by this tree. Last I saw of the overbold brigand, he, or possibly she, was scurrying towards Taker's Rod, Koopa. Now I realize we've only just met, but would you mind recovering the charm and delivering it to Chantel in my stead? Miqo'te! Let's see, take you out. Make it a little easier myself. For those of you that are not subbed, ads are going to be starting soon, I think. see, what's in here? Got the charm. Have you recovered the charm? You did it, Koopa! Please, now you must deliver it to Chantel. Tell him that Poki thinks him a cunning rogue, but is excited nonetheless. So excited, in fact, that he cannot help but sing Koopa la 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 la! Okay, there you go. Mount. Get bent. Get bent in the bent woods. Yeah, I'm not minding it so far, just so far I've missed my Pictomancer. I also need foods for leveling. Welcome back, Memento. You have a charm and a message for me from Poki, you say? A cunning rogue, am I? I suppose I must explain. Poki and I go a long way back, to when I first took up the harp. I made a promise to him then, one that I have yet to make good on. Poki has long decided that her main 12 was to sing for the rest of my days. Regrettably, I have been able to oblige him. Duty called, you see. I had battlefields to stand upon, comrades to protect. Moreover, and even an event came to pass that rendered my being at the 12's wood problematic. I thought that by taking eager souls such as you under my wing, mayhap I would suffice to appease Poki. Of course, he saw straight through my little ruse. What the Moogle lacks in grace, they amply make up with foreign wit. The creatures are great lovers of song. That you return with this charm is proof positive of his high regard for your potential as a bard and an archer both. The charm is a crystal known as Soul of the Bard. Poki asked that you bring it to me, but he meant for you to have it. It is a gift from the Moogles, bestowed upon those they deem worthy of walking the path of the true bard. The Soul of the Bard harbors memories of the past, verses and refrains sung by bards of old. As you gain in the worldly experience, more of these memories will find expressions through your being, imbuing your song with powers untold. Now, it may surprise you to hear that bowmen and bards are as next of kin. By the same token, mastery of song is dependent upon one's prowess as an archer. The sense in his will be lost upon you at first, but in time the realization will dawn that bow and harp are but stringed instruments played by the same hand. Go now, Memento, and let your body and soul drink deep of the melodies of old. When next we meet, I hope to see you fully fledged bard standing before me, one who exceeds even Poki's wildest expectations. Hey, we finally got ourselves a job. And we've unlocked Bard, guys. Separation does make the heart go fonder, though I am tempted to buy a skip just so I can get my freaking thing.
You've unlocked a new job. You can change this job at any time by equipping the soul crystals received in the quest. Yee. Oh, I'm already there. All right. The HUD layout. Gonna have to figure out where to put that eventually. Oh, there it is. That's what I was looking for. The song gauge. Gonna bring it down to 80%. Bring it over here so I can see it. And there we go. Gear set, archer, delete. And assign bard. There we go. Alright guys, I'm gonna do a quick BRB. And I will be right back in a few minutes, alright? Go give yourself some good stretchies, okay?
Alright, and we're back. I also had a hairy baby that wanted my attention. Ah, the glint of determination in your eyes is a testament of your newfound strength. You put me in a mind of my salad days. Salad days? Bro. I get how people roleplay elves. Or I should say the Elezen in Final Fantasy XIV, but I don't need you to be telling me about your salad tossing days, okay? I think you're stepping a little bit over the bounds of comfort here. You would know why I truly abandoned the battlefield and became a bard. Well, considering the fact that you're a bard and you just talked about salad, I think I know why you abandoned it. Was there a dragon involved? That I took an arrow to the knee. There was a dragon involved. Dovahkiin, Dovahkiin, Badadin, Tambadin. That I took an arrow to the knee is what most folk believe, but it is quite clear that you are not most folk. Very well, I shan't insult your intelligence with an untruth. But now let me answer by saying that everything in creation is given to change. And man most of all. I was drawn to the power of song, the power to touch the very souls of men, and decided I must pursue it. Sadly, that power has been all but forgotten in this age of cynicism. Such songs as those performed by tavern bards serve no purpose beyond the amusement of drunkards. But that was not always the way of it. There was a time when the song could shape the outcome of conflict. Ever since nations first quarreled and armies have fielded archers, where would they rain death upon the enemy from afar? As the battle unfolded, however, the distinction between the lines of friend and foe would grow hazy, yet the archer's part did not end there. He had to stay alert, ever alert, with arrow nocked and eyes trained upon the struggle. Even as his comrades fell, turning the earth red with the blood, the archer could ill afford to avert his gaze, lest that moment cost another his life. One need not have a vivid imagination to appreciate the torrent of emotions that raged within him in that moment. Nerves near fraying, his breast filled to burst, the archer did the only thing he could. He sang. His bow became a makeshift instrument, plucked as an accompaniment. At first, the archer sang only to still the roiling within, but his voice chanced to carry to his comrades. It inspirited those engaged in combat, lending their strength to their sword arms, and to those who lay upon the precipice of death, it granted a measure of peace. And that is what we call bardic inspiration. Realizing the tactical potential of song, he loathed to set aside skilled archers for that purpose, and began raising a dedicated regiments of minstrels. But the members of such units were no warriors, Memento. Fair of voice and nimble of fingers, these career minstrels could find a place in the hall of any lord. Yet they knew not of the burden borne by those who charge into battle, whose lot is to dance with death and sup upon pain. And so their songs rang hollow, holding no power over the hearts of men. In eastern Lenosha, spirits are said to haunt the trees of the Rain-Catcher Gully. I would ask you to travel there and await the emergence of these specters. Through force of arms, you are to release the spirits from their tormented existence, and, in doing so, ease their unfathomable suffering. With such a deed, might you draw forth an ancient melody from the soul of the bard. Alright, Raincatcher Gully. Where is that?
Wineport. Ah, gotta head to Costa del Sol. Gotcha. Let's head to Gridania. Thank you, Dusky, for the welcome back. For those of you that are not, that aren't subbed, 15 seconds and ad start. Let's see here now. I need to head this way. See, I'm gonna go ahead and pick this up. See, pick this up. Turn this over. Right, I'll do that one later. The Lim Silamansa, please. And to anybody who is just sitting here, laying back, relaxing, I really appreciate it. And I will say so again once ads end. Huh, that's weird that you're not getting any ads, Dusky. Let's head back to here. Yeah. I just want to say thank you to everybody who is just lurking. While I love having you guys active in chat, you lurkers are the backbone of the community. And I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. See, Costa del Sol.
And you guys get to see one of my favorite places, Costa del Sol.
I love Costa del Sol.
You know, I might have to have somebody help me later. Somebody who is flying, help me go take a picture for me to post this on YouTube. Oh my goodness, I just noticed the shark. How did I go this long without noticing the shark? I love the shark. I love Costa del Sol even more now. I've been playing this game for 3 years and I just now noticed the shark. That is so silly. Let's see, go get the chocobo keep. And then mount. You know, we're on the beach. Let's ride the kitty. I'm a kitty riding a kitty. Let's hit the ring and catch a Scully.
When the humble bard joined the ride along, with Geralt of Rivia, along came this song.
That's a big boo-boo. That's a big boo-boo. And that's a giant pelican. I feel like I'm missing something. Is there a way to get up there? Oh, Oh, that's a hell's claw. I am in danger. That's a big gigantitoad. You're way up there? I don't see a way up there. So what am I missing? Or is it down here? I have to go the long way because there's a freaking hunt over here. Ah, I see it. Well, that made me feel stupid. I didn't realize this thing could be climbed. Got it. Really? I have to go all the way back to Quarry Mill? You've made the mistake too, Silver? At least I'm not the only one. I feel a little bit better about that. Well, sometimes it's very easy to miss the fact that there's an angle to the sides of the stones.
Thinking of which, I need to get Gissel Greens.
I glow.
Welcome back, Memento. In your eyes I see a layer of understanding, of regret, of futility. And in your heart it now echoes with the stains of an old song newly discovered. Embrace this song, and as you play it in battle, shall ever more powerful emotions beset and temper your soul. When your stock of tales has grown, pray return and regale me with stories of your adventures.
The Archer's Anthem.
Alright, actions. Let's see, I want to do this. I know how to do it. I've done it in the past, I should say. I'm just trying to figure out how to remember how to do it. Okay, I think I see how I'm supposed to do this now. Yes. Sorry guys, I need to get this stuff into place for so I can get my bard ready. This isn't the fun part of it, I know, but it is a necessary part of it. Especially since I'm gonna need my arm's length within reach. Okay. Roll. Traits. Actions. This is what I need. Grants mages. Da, 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 da. There's one detrimental effect. Okay, so put those two there. Put white volley here. Wind bite here. Heavy shot. I'll keep that there. Keep that there. Straight shot there. Quick knock, put that there. Bloodletter, put that back where I had it. Let's see, should be everything. Peloton, I definitely want Peloton within reach. That one can go on a different side. Second wind. Light grays. Arms reach. Then traits. Main commands. General sprint. So that's going to be important. Go ahead and put teleport here. Return here. And so it's less tempting. We'll go ahead and keep limit break on here, but we'll put limit break there. Roll. Head graze. Put head graze there. So that should be everything. Let's see. Arm's length. Second wind. Leg graze. Foot graze. Peloton. Heavy shot. Straight shot. Raging strikes. Venomous bite. Bloodletter. Quick knock. Wide volley. Wind bite. Both of the. Oh, I need repelling shot. Alright, there we go. Now I got everything. Sorry guys, I know that's one of the more uninteresting parts, but it's important nonetheless to have your HUD in place. Let's see. Let's see. Alright, I need to head to West Shore. I also need to figure out what food I need. Nope. I need to go to West Shore Pier. Here. I need this. I had the fairy dog. Take me to Easy Shroud. Sweet Bloom Pier. I still need to get a hog from this area. Yep, I need to get one of those. And a treant. Alrighty. Got that. See inside. Indeed, I am Emmeline of the Twin Adder. I understand you're here to learn of the Sylphs, yes? For all the whimsy, they are a wary lot, particularly since the Empire has come to the Shroud. Earn their trust, however, and are friendly as any folk. They have their quirks, but so do we all know. Would you know more, you'd do well to speak to the master of this hut, Rolf. He's forgotten more about the Sylphs than I'll ever know. Come to learn a thing or two about the Sylphs, have you? I'll tell you one thing, and they're a peculiar folk. How peculiar, you ask? Well, just let me tell you. They're beg pardon, friend, my memory's just not what it used to be. I've seen much and more in my adventuring days, and it's all a clutter in my noggin now. Though I've shared my stories with those around the hut before, you might have more luck with them.
The Sylphs? Yes, mother's told me his stories plenty of times. I've always found most captivating how their concepts of etiquette is almost completely alien to our own. You'd do best to not underestimate them on account of their childlike looks, lest your face end up a mist of glyphs, squiggles, and chocobo scratches.
Quickest way to a quivering woman's heart might be through her stomach, but don't even think of trying to foist your foodstuffs on a sylph. They sustain themselves simply by bathing in the sun, or so Rolf once told me. The Sylphs, infallible tricksters and troublemakers, that's what they are. One day they're drawing a mobile faces on a mask, and the next they're sending our young sentries falling to the bottom of a ravine. Tell them to stop and they just laugh at you. Rolf claims they harbor no ill will, but I dare say such pranks are no laughing matter. Of course, hearing the stories, well, my stories, have brought memories flooding back to me. I feel like dancing. Yes, nothing brings together quite like the toe tapping a sylph told me long ago that dancing is a time-honored greeting among their kind. You do well to remember this. It may just help you in favor of our forest friends. Ah, still here, eh? Great. There's one more thing you should know about the Sylphs. They don't take kindly to guests who show up empty-handed. To earn their trust, you do well to bring a... Drat, what was it again? My wife Frozen and I were just speaking the matter not days ago. Forgive me, my friend. Speak to Rose at the comb. Her memory should prove far more reliable than my own.
It's like trying to get me to talk about anything. What's that again? What's the thing? Silver, how often do I have to have you try to fill in blanks for me? What's the thing called again? Yep, that too. A peace offering for the Sylphs. Were it anyone else, I'd recommend a jar of honey. But I fear that wouldn't get you past their front doorstep, dear. Now their taste runs more unusual. Are you chance familiar with milkroot? That's what we call the root of the most fiendish seed skin, the ochu. When chewed, it exudes a cloudy liquid that's said to induce curious visions in the imbiber. You'd not catch me dead trying the stuff, but the Sylphs seem to enjoy it to no end.
The Sylphs get high.
I've not seen an ochu around the comb in quite some time, but I did encounter a suspicious clump of grass the other day. Were you to stimulate it somehow with this amber syrup? You might be surprised what comes out. Good luck.
The Sylphs like to get high. Because I got high. Because I got high. Because I got high. Do 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 do. Thank you.
Really? Oh, I missed my entrance.
Ah, you're back. Was my wife able to direct you in the suitable offering? Milkroot, but of course, those sylphs quaff that cloudy stuff as quick as I do a flagon of mead. The effects are about just the same as well. Any road, a gift of milkroot will have the sylphs calling you friend and sister the moment they lay eyes on it. Now let me wrap that up for you. I'm starting to feel a bit woozy.
You know, all this talk of drinking mead and taking milkroots making me wonder how Silver's gonna react to having absinthe for the first time in a few weeks.
I've taken the liberty of wrapping your milkroot well and good. This should keep it nice and fresh, not to mention spare you that god's awful stench. The sylphs love the stuff, but me, I'd rather bury my nose in chocobo dung. I dare say the reek even rivals the breath of the morbol. that put an end to my adventuring days. But I can tell you that story another time. You've much more important matters to attend to today, yes? The Sylphs aren't eccentric bucks, but I've said their company long enough to know they're kind at heart. They'll not shun one whose intentions are true. May your parley be a fruitful one, friend, and do stop by on your return. There's a flagon of full flower mead with your name on it. If you'd regale me with your adventuring tales. Ah, and before I forget, don't go traipsing off just yet. Ameline here was just having a word with you. Travel in safety, friend, and do pass along my regards to the winged ones. Let's see. This one should probably eat something. Let's see. There we go. Figuring out what to have for foods. 'Cause I need to eat. It's good to see your knowledge of Sylphic culture has matured. I see no reason to delay your mission any further. Upon your arrival in Little Solace, seek out a young Sylph by the name of Miqo'te. He has served as an intermediary between our peoples on many an occasion, and has a close ear of his tribe's elder. I see that Hawthorne has furnished you with some malodorous root, the Sylph Sodor. I have something of far greater import for you to deliver, a missive from the elder Seedseer herself. To summarize the letter's content in brief, it vouches for the integrity of our envoy, that would be you, and restates Quitania's desire to maintain a harmonious relationship with our long-standing friends of the forest. The war with the Ixal has taken its toll on our resources. We can ill afford to get mired in another conflict. I need not impress upon you further the importance of this mission. May the 12 see you return with good tidings. Flap. And please, guys, don't forget to eat dinner, okay? It's getting late. Emotes. This one would welcome walking one who moves like these ones. If walking one would talk to this one will answer. This one is
is a busy one, so walking one should speak with a quick tongue. Walking one would bring gifts to this one. Walking one is most kind. Walking one speaks milk root. Milk root fills this one with great joy. This one gives many things. Walking one carries message for Elder One. This one will deliver the message to Elder One. Walking one should not worry. Hello there. We're envoys from Gridania and we're here to treat with your people. Aye, we've come to pay our respects to your elder and to learn from him more of your Lord Ramo. Who are these ones? These walking ones come from Gridania? Walking one became a dancing one and brought milk root, but walking one tricks this one. This one does not like tricks. This one will speak no more. Elder one is busy. Walking one should go home. Go home, you say? But the Sylphs of Little Solace have always welcomed Gridanian envoys with open wings. The letter carried by Miqo'te, he has an oath of the peace penned by the Elder Seeds herself. Still you would refuse us? This one's reasons are no business of Walking One's. Elder One has no words for Gridania. Walking One wastes everyone's time. Well, I never. Send away the gates. Whatever did we do to deserve such a rude welcome? Was Miqo'te's jig insufficiently jiggy? I'm as baffled as you, but something tells me recent events have our erstwhile fluttery friends feeling uncommonly wary. It would seem we've no choice but to ask around and see how we might earn their trust. And by ask around, you mean me. Hey, Miqo'te, are you in the mood for dancing? That's right, dancing. You went through all the trouble to learn the Sylph's traditional greeting. You've greeted hardly any of them. Why, if I was Sylph, I'd be beside myself with delight to see an adventurer expressing an interest in my culture. Me? Of course I'd join in. Ow! Ah, there goes the bloody leg cramp of mine acting up again!
So full of shit.
Walking one would be friends with these ones? This one is overjoyed, but this one keeps the ways of the weaving a secret. Even if Walking one learned the secret, Walking one could not weave in the same way.
So Alexia, save that one for last.
Nope, wrong button. Walking one is friend to these ones. But the gracious Elder One of Forest City knows how to dance into these ones' hearts. Walking one dance, jolly dance. Jolly dance fills this one with good cheer. Let these two be friends.
Oh, I just got the name of the person next to me. Is there any way to hide that one? There we go.
Miqo'te, would you like to hear the good news or better news? The good news is that your lovely dancing has brought smiles and high spirits to all of Little Solace. The better news, why, I've thoroughly recovered from the accursed leg cramps. Onward to our next adventure.
I don't think I can avoid this person's name.
Memento, as an adventurer, you're no stranger to helping distressed folk, I'd wager. Tales of good deeds are quick to spread. The adventurer who comes to the aid of the local populace can go from stranger to hero or night. No doubt you see what I'm getting at. The Sylphs who make their home in Little Solace do so have been driven from their woodland home. Surely they have a fair share of troubles. Seek out the troubled Sylphs and see what might be done to ease their worries. A sudden plan, would you not say? That said, the Sylphs are not known to share their worries with outsiders. You would be better off inquiring with Hira Emidia of the Gridonians who reside here. She is most likely to be privy of the Sylphs' troubles. I have the hiccups again. Praise be to the elementals. I cannot express how happy I am to see an adventurer with a truly gentle heart. The Sylphs of Little Solace are sorely in need of aid. Pray hear me out. Being a temporary settlement, Little Solace wants for amenities, not least a stout set of defenses. Consequently, beasts from malms around are free to wander in and terrorize the hapless residents. The Scorlins and Gallnats that roam these parts are especially troublesome, but slaying one of each should serve as a warning to the rest. Furthermore, perhaps you could gather 3 brownie bushes as well? They play an important role in Sylphic culture. I do not claim to know the details, and what with the feral beasts prowling the forest, they are not easy to come by. When you are done with the deeds, seek out Kamoxio. He is slow to warm to outsiders, but your good intentions will not be lost on him. My own experience speaks to this. Slay a Giz, slay a Gnat, and obtain bounty. I don't even see anybody. Apparently there's somebody named Rock Hall. That's right, I'm not seeing them. They're invisible! They'd be invisible. Hey, there's the big fucker. I know better than to take one of those on my own. Do. Dancing One is still here. Dancing One can dance all day. This one's trust is not so easily earned. Dancing One brings brownie bushes for this one? This one can dye thread once more. This one is pleased. Dancing One kills Bitey Buzzy One. This one hates Bitey Buzzy One. Dancing One is kind. Too kind. Many walking ones come to these one's abodes, but few are friendly like Dancing One. Perhaps this one was wrong not to trust Dancing One after all. This one asks Dancing One for forgiveness. These ones have many troubles since walking ones last came to our abode. This one must be careful, always careful. But Dancing One is not like other walking ones. This one can trust Dancing One. This one would ask Dancing One for help. Strange walking ones with bodies of steels come into the home of these ones. This one thinks steels comes from the Empire. From where Empire goes, many living ones become dead ones. Trees fall and bushes burn. These one's home is danger. Danger! This one begs of Dancing One to help. This one no more. Dancing One is friends with these ones and walking ones, yes. Dancing One must speak to these ones here and walking ones in the hut house and find out more. This one has bad feeling. This one fears steel ones are after something. But this one should speak no more. Go Dancing One. This one depends on kindness of Dancing One. Strange steel walking ones? Yes, this one has seen. Steel walking ones carry big boxes. Maybe walking ones hunt for shiny treasures? This one likes treasure. On up this way. Oh, wrong button. Shush, shush, this one says. Steel walking ones are scary. Like touched ones, this one hates scary, and scary ones have scary friends. Alrighty.
Seriously, there's somebody invisible walking around here. Ah, look! Where the hell are they? They're under the ground. Listen, I know Lalas are little. But Jesus. How did it get down there? Let him know that he's completely invisible on the screen.
Miqo'te has strange armor. Why, now that you mention it, I did see some suspicious types of late. They were gathering deep in the forest. I simply assumed they were adventurers.
Fearsome types clad head and toe Celia say, and pure soldiers no doubt. I couldn't tell you what they were plotting, but I'm sure it's nothing good.
BB Snakeroni. This one is happy to see Dancing One return. What did Dancing One learn? This one sees. Steel ones come from Empire. Carry boxes and go walking deep, deep through trees. As this one thought, steel ones are up to nasty, no good things. This one knows forest well. Steel walking ones try to hide, but this one will find them. This one would borrow Dancing One's map. This one makes marks. Right here. This is where Steel Ones hides. This one knows. Dancing will go looking for Steel Ones, yes? Might as well not waste it. Here we go. No wasting. I like having a chocobo again. Dancing One is back. This one breathes sigh of relief. This one was worried. Dancing One found something? Dancing One found paper inside box? This is message from Empire. This one can read Walking One's symbols. Message paper has names of food and rocks. Food and rocks were inside boxes. This one knows. But this one does not understand. Food and rocks mentioned all come from home of these ones. How do Steel Walking Ones know to find them? Is there sneaky hiding one behind this one's wings? Snooping one selling secrets to Steel Walking Ones. This one fears for this one's homes, but Dancing One has helped this one much today. Dancing One must promise to always be friend to this one. Ads start in about 30 seconds, guys. Helpful one arrives at good time. This one needs helpful one's help. One of these ones named Claxio ventured outside Little Solace alone. Alone is unsafe. Helpful one must find Claxio. Claxio struck west after leaving the settlement. Hurry before Claxio ends up in the belly of Beastly One. What? Walking One wants this one to return to Little Solace? Don't make this one laugh. This one is wary of living with those who are not these ones. This one wants to be alone. These ones rely on Walking Ones for everything, no better than those ones that summoned the Primal One. Small wonder this one chose to leave. This one thought this is a likely place to build a home, but the Meddling One arrives, forces this one to go deeper into the forest. Meddling One is forbidden from following this one. Away with Meddling One! What? Claxia refused to return to these ones? And went deeper into the forest? But this one saw touched ones lurking in the forest. Helpful One must hurry and find Claxio. A helpful one should search for spools of thread on the forest floor. Those things will lead Helpful One to Claxio. But hurry before touched ones take Claxio away. Hey, Pop-Tart.
Oh boy. One more boar. Here we go. Got the boars. Let's see. Here we go. Proceed. Meddling One is back. This one told Meddling One to be gone. Tell Kamuxio this one will never go back. Never! To touched ones? Touched ones should go away too. This one is good one. Everyone should just leave this one alone. Be on guard, Memento. These Sylphs have been tempered, brought under the thrall of the primal Ramu. Akin to the Amajah tempered by Ifrit, these Sylphs exist only to serve their deity.
will not answer to words, only steel. I take no pleasure in this, but it must be done. Duty complete. This one is safe? This one was so scared. Claxio, this one has been worried, so very worried. Is Claxio unharmed? Still in possession of wits? Kumuxio? And meddling one as well. Why are these two here? These two came to rescue Claxio. That Claxio is safe fills us with joy. Kumuxio, forgive this one. This one did not mean to run away from little Solace. This one was just afraid. These ones who live at Little Solace were changing, becoming friendly with other ones. This one feared that these ones were forgetting who these ones are. Like Touched Ones did, but this one was wrong. This one can see that now. Bending, a helpful one. This one is grateful. This one will return to Little Solace to be with Kamixio and friendly ones. Well, that should see to that. Would say we return to Little Solace as well. I, for one, could do with a nice hot bath. And there's something I want to see myself. I'll head back. I just want to see it up here. I need to kill 3 of those. There we go. I know it's around here somewhere. Ah, up this way? Yes, up this way. And here we have the wedding chapel. And I think with us being in such a pretty place, we will find a friend to raid into. Thank you guys for tonight. It's been so much fun. Let's find a friend. Let's see. Lots of friends on tonight. Night night. You know what? She was here earlier. So let's go give her some love, huh? Make sure you guys give her lots of Voxden love, okay? And I will see you later.